is like freshly, like, you know, we still got a tea stain on it from when I wrote it. This one actually is, I don't know where he's at, but this one's for Steve. My friend Steve in the house. What's the sensation that arises when you imagine grabbing all that you want? What are the questions that come to the front? Can I do this? Is it possible? What is it that you face? What are the obstacles? What's the belief beneath your optical point of view? And is it running you and me? And what if we, at our optimal, felt our desires in every single tingling pore and follicle? Took a leap and deep down in our being we knew that the capacity of our word grew in every molecule so that it mattered and gathered the momentum of manifestation. But what's the intruding infestation of distracting thoughts to be caught in, lost in? Have we basically become bought in, off by our jobs, robbed, or just bossed in? What's the cost when we get older and older? What's the cost when our life is over and all that's left is an epitaph of regrets? How did this occur? A dream deferred all because of stress, or all just because I forget? Perhaps we haven't met a mission where we're musically moved by a vibrational vision to live in, to the point there's no indecision. What happens? What happens in the mind mapping of our dreams? Does it seem like time and money are never enough? What's the stuff? What happens? Are you stuck in past choices, or do you hear the voices of parents and teachers? Are they frowning? Are you drowning in the reason? What happens? Who are you pleasing? Who are you trying to get even with? What happens? Do your shoulders bundle? Do you make a move and stop at the first stumble? What happens? Or do you step into persistence and speak it into existence without a mumble? What happens? Are you afraid your creation may crumble? They say life's a beach as tumbling waves rumble. We're making sandcastles, so grab your bucket and fuck it if it falls. We're learning how to make the foundation of our yearnings while we play in the puddles and grit. We cast and carve and create the metaphorical chambers of our life and write the script. What happens? Are you scared to slip? Afraid to climb? Are your claws clipped? What happens before you even reach the precipice, the grip? What happens? Is there a fear to commit? What happens? Do you find yourself saying, what if, what if, what if? What happens? Do you sit back and just roll another spliff? And what happens when you really think about leaving the life that you have to step into the unknown with no legs to grab? Is that thought nagging you in the ocean of questions? Did I choose the right partner, the right school, the right profession? What happens at the sight of stepping into your dreams? Does your mouth seem to get dry? What happens? Do you suddenly become shy? Or do you just try? What happens? Do you become terrified? Do you shake? Do you cry? And what happens when you feel, think, experience all of that and courageously choose to launch yourself into the sky, to fly, only to realize that the story we've been selling ourselves was simply a lie? And then the question of what happens powerfully shifts into what is my next action, and follow it. What is my next action, and step into it.